Hi guys, I am back with another download. Okay, I'm just gonna start. I'm just gonna go ahead and start. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm sending you lots of love and light. I kept hearing, this is divinely guided. Of course you're being protected. Okay? Stop attempting to control everything out of fear. You are interrupting the flow and the process of what's being divinely orchestrated. What you fear doesn't even exist. You're just making things up along the way. Woo, that one, I felt that one in my soul. What you fear doesn't even exist. You're just making things up along the way. Be easy. Easy like Sunday morning, 'cause I'm easy. Easy like Sunday morning. In the process of becoming, embrace the thought, the notion that it can and it will happen with ease. I received the other day that you no longer need to hustle heal. And it just came to me and I was like, wow, hustle heal. Like healing, but like hustling to heal. You can heal, you can learn, you can grow with ease. It's just, I guess, our mindset. Not I guess, I know. It's our mindset and it's how we choose to move forward with things, with lessons, with new beginnings. And speaking of new beginnings, 111, significant, fresh starts, new beginnings. This version, this divinely led lesson, is to demonstrate that you can thrive without attempting to survive. Your life is no longer dependent on your survival. Your life is now dependent on your ability to live without fear and control over the outcome. Your life is dependent solely on your thriving. That's in the way you take up space, you think bigger and move from the attitude of deserving more. You are worthy of it all and so much more. Your love is reciprocated tenfold. You're seen and you're no longer trying to hide. You are heard. You're no longer trying to whisper. You're listening to your intuition the first time. It doesn't need to scream at you as much as it did before. You're stepping into your power unapologetically, regardless of how that makes anyone else feel. You come first and foremost. Your boundaries are what you say or what you said, period. This experience is divinely led and has completely transformed and awakened you into this new era of you in which you live in full thriving mode. You are thriving, my friend. Thriving. Okay? So I also heard 219 can be significant. Blue Jays, Cardinals, 6, the number 6, 33, threes. Bees can be significant. 306, yellow butterflies, orange butterflies, 3 orange butterflies to be exact. Vultures, okay? The number 7 and 333. Okay, then I also heard giving is the joy of the giver. Same as receiving is the joy of the receiver and the giver. I'm going to shift with you guys. It always shifts, but it's okay. Giving when you need to be receiving and having faith that you'll receive what you need by giving, that is the ultimate blessing and measure of faith. Let me explain. To give when it's your last is the testament that you are ready to receive. Allow yourself to be able to receive. Trust in miracles. Trust that you are always manifesting abundance and that the universe is always providing exactly what it is you need. There is a balance of giving and receiving, and I've been learning a lot of that with my family lately, that the same way you so freely give, you need to be able to freely receive. And that lesson has been very, very, very prevalent for my family and I this past year. I've always been a giver of my time, a giver of, of anything. I'm just a giver and I freely give and I love to give. But I started to realize last year that it was very hard for me to receive. It was very hard for me to ask for help. It was very hard for me to admit that I needed help or that I needed anything, because I was brought up in a household where you couldn't really need anything. The lesson in my household was to be as independent as you could be so that you could never depend on anybody. And that led me to having issues with receiving. And all last year, I was placed in a situation where I can do nothing but receive. I can do nothing but ask and allow myself to receive. And it was very, very uncomfortable. It was very uncomfortable. I felt very frustrated, like a failure at first, because, I grew up with this notion that I can do for myself. I don't need anyone's help. I can always make it happen. And all last year, no matter what I did, I couldn't make it happen for myself. Even to this day, right now, it's still that energy that no matter what I did, things that I've done in the past that have worked before, it just wasn't working and I couldn't make it happen. And I know now that it's because I needed to be able to be comfortable in receiving, because how else can the universe reward you and gift you and send you people to gift you to bring about all this abundance towards you that you're worthy of, if you cannot accept it, if you don't feel comfortable accepting it? So all of these tests, I'm not going to say tests, I'm going to say all of these experiences, these lessons have led to us being able to be more confident and more comfortable in receiving. And now the universe can freely give. I love you. Enjoy your gifts.